What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before I give you a quick rundown on what's in this video, if you got a quick second, appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Now, just a summary of what's in the video. We have a few first looks from Jordan Brand. Obviously, from the thumbnail, you're going to have an idea of what that is. We have a little bit from Nike, a little bit from Adidas, as well as Reebok and Under Armour. Now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. On March 14th, which was yesterday, it marked Curry's 31st birthday. And to celebrate, Under Armour released the Curry 6 known as Splash Party. The shoes feature a festive confetti speckled detailing across the midsole, vibrant pink accents, and the 50-50 block Dub Nation royal colored knit upper is a reminder to dig deep for one more run in Oakland to secure a fourth title, another celebration, and a fitting send-off to 10 years in the town. Now, part of that was read from a press release that Under Armour sent over, and for those that are interested in purchasing the shoe, they did release on March 14th, which of course is his birthday, and retail price is $130. At the time of shooting this video, the Splash Party is still available on UA.com, and pretty much every size is available with the exception of 13.5. Reebok also sent over a press release which gives us additional information for the upcoming Reebok Insta Pump Fury Citron, but they're calling it the prototype. Now, before I get into the release information, just going to read a bit from the press release, and it reads, Reebok Classic is excited to share the Insta Pump Fury prototype, a nod to the original hype sneaker, the Insta Pump Fury OG. The prototype release stays true to what sneakerheads can't resist about the Insta Pump. With its iconic pump technology front and center, the sneaker's upper remains a direct descendant of the original, boasting a round toe design, cutout side panels, and vibrant aesthetic. From the Citron yellow chunked up split midsole to the classic The Pump logo riding high on the inflatable widget, this remake will satisfy Insta Pump Fury aficionados and newbie fans alike. Each pair will be individually numbered between 1 and 1,994, making the individual silhouette of the limited collection. As you already know, it's going to be a limited release. Each pair will be individually numbered, and they're set to release on March 22nd at select retailers as well as online at Reebok.com, and retail price will be $200. Ronnie Fieg has a new collaboration with Adidas Consortium, and this time around they're going to release at least 2 colorways of the FYW Salvation. The model, which was first released in 1997 and part of the EQT line, it featured the brand's Feet You Wear technology, which is what the FYW stands for. Now, one pair will come in white, a shade of pink, possibly peach, and burgundy. The second pair is highlighted in white and will also feature shades of yellow and green. Ronnie Fieg has yet to officially unveil the shoes, but we should have more information as well as images soon, and for now they'll be available at Kith locations on March 18th. Not a lot of images has leaked of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 known as True Form, and by the time this video goes out, there will be one more day before they release. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share a detailed look. Obviously, this will be the last one and the only one I've shared, but looking a bit closer at the shoes, they feature a dark shade of gray across the upper, and then we have that somewhat see-through stripe that runs across the panels, some orange on the side as well as the heel pull area, and then a Boost midsole. So as for the release information, they drop on March 16th. Retail price will be $220, and this is part of the regional pack, so this pair will only release in Europe, Russia, and Ukraine. Drake was spotted wearing a new colorway of the Nike Zoom Vomero 5, and for some reason, a lot of hype is going around for the shoe. I know there was a collaboration that released with ACW, but I'm honestly not sure why the hype is here, because it doesn't appear this is a collaboration. If anything, it possibly could be an unreleased colorway. It could also be an exclusive to Drake, but he was spotted wearing this pair in Paris for his European assassination vacation tour. And as you can see, they pretty much feature black throughout. We also have infrared detailing on the sides. They come with the usual air ventilation on the heel, Nike Air Zoom cushioning, and then a mixture of black and infrared lands on the outsole. So like I mentioned, it isn't known if this colorway is going to release, but if you are interested in knowing about this colorway releasing or other pairs of the Vomero 5, let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure to include that in upcoming videos. In yesterday's video, I shared a first look at the Nike KD12, which the colorway on that pair was black, pure platinum, and white. And now Kevin Durant has officially unveiled his shoe. The image is tagged with 12 on the way, no additional information, but the image he shared, which is shown, gives us a look at a new colorway. So for this pair, it kind of has a preheat vibe to them. They also feature gray across the upper, and then we have volt detailing and what appears to be orange. Now there's a translucent overlay on the midsole that also wraps the heel. We have some splatter detailing across the midsole, and then a unique graphic that wraps the heel. Now it isn't known if this pair is going to release. If I had to guess, more than likely it will. And the rumor is that the KD12 will release later this spring. Retail price will be $150. Now I think this colorway is definitely better than the black, pure platinum, and white, but I don't know if it's the angle, but the midsole doesn't look as bad as the other images that I shared yesterday. Like always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We finally made it to Jordan Brand, and a handful of shoes actually leaked today. First up, and what maybe some people might see as exciting, some may not. I personally like this shoe. It is the Air Jordan 1 Low, known as University Gold. Now, they're not quite like the yellow toe. Obviously, they don't have yellow on the toe box, but they kind of have that vibe to them. And the official colorway is Cell, Gym Red, University Gold, and black. They also come constructed with leather and suede. We have some red detailing on the branding located on the tongue, gold around the heel as well as the outsole, and then finishing the look is white on the midsole. What I'm hearing is that this pair has started to release overseas as well as places in Europe. However, a stateside release is unknown. Originally, it was expected to drop during summer, but I believe it'll happen much sooner than that. And retail price will be $110. We've already seen a handful of images of the Air Jordan 3 Tinker, originally being called University Red. Now they're being called the Air Max 1. We'll get into that in a second. But earlier, Jordan Brand sent out a huge press release with additional information on the shoe. Not only that, we now have images of all the interchangeable swooshes and how they actually look on the shoe. So reading a little bit from the press release, in celebration of Air Max Day, Jordan Brand will release the Air Jordan 3 Tinker Air Max 1, which will release on March 30th. Remember in yesterday's video, no releases on Air Max Day, but pairs will pretty much be scattered throughout the month. Now moving forward, combining two of legendary designer Tinker Hatfield's most iconic silhouettes, the Air Max 1 and Air Jordan 3 into one, the shoe features the same University Red and white color scheme as the OG AM1, interchangeable swooshes, and Nike Air branding. Originally, this pair was expected to retail at $200, but in the press release they sent over, the retail price had changed. They will cost $225. I also mentioned already that the release date is March 30th. And looking over the different interchangeable swooshes, we have one in white leather, one appears in red suede, we have one that's 3M reflective. Last but not least, we have one that features elephant print. In April, Jordan Brand is releasing a new Air Jordan 12 that comes in black, gold, and white with an exotic theme using various reptile print. Looking closer, they feature black leather across the upper. In addition, we have croc and snakeskin print throughout. And then we have gold on the top two eyelets as well as the overlay on the panels. Part of the midsole is done in white as well as the outsole. So we have good news and bad news. We have the full release information available. That is the good news. The bad news for some is that this pair is a women's exclusive release. I know when I share these images on Twitter, a lot of people were upset about that. They feel they should have released in all sizing, which I agree with. I mean, you can't really go wrong if you release them in men and women's sizing. And although not confirmed, if you do wear a 10.5 and below in men's sizing, you should still be good, but I know there's a lot of people that wear above 10.5. Now, as for the release date, they are set to drop on April 12th. Retail price will be $190. We finally have a first look at the Air Jordan 14 Rip Hamilton. Now, before we jump into things, I already know people are going to say this isn't a PE for Rip Hamilton. They're actually known as candy cane, or I like to call them white and red. I'm even seeing some people calling them Chicago, and I do side with you guys. However, there is one small difference that I could see from this preview, and this is just a side view. This is also a grade school size. They're going to release an adult sizing as well, but it is the shank plate. Now, on the original Air Jordan 14 in white and red, the shank plate was carbon fiber. It had a smoother, a little bit edgy texture across it. I'm sure if you own this pair, you definitely know what I'm talking about. And on the pair we have here, it's actually kind of ribbed, which was used on OG colorways of the Air Jordan 14 as well as retro. Now, does this change really warrant a new nickname for the shoe? No. And for those that don't know, he wore this shoe when he was playing at Connecticut. And I tried to look up images to see maybe the school received a special variation of the candy cane, aka white red. And honestly, I can't tell from the images. The shots are just too far away. You can tell the colorway, but I can't tell if there's ribbing in that area. I know some people may not see it as a big deal, but me being a huge fan of the Air Jordan 14, some of you already know this, it's my favorite model. I'm not too big of a fan of this nickname, and if Jordan Brand makes a story out of this, again, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. It's still a clean model, I'm not gonna lie. The shank plate change is not a huge deal for me. I just feel that they could have done something a little bit different if they're going to release a PE for Rip Hamilton, because he's worn quite a few Air Jordan 14 PEs. I actually own a pair, but I will stop going on my rant. The release date is set for April 6th. Retail price is $190. Now, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this, but the pair shown is in grade school sizing, but don't worry, these are also dropping in adult sizes. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. I saw a lot of you guys actually listen pretty much through the end. I saw a lot of ones in the comment section, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out the previous video that was uploaded yesterday. And like always, I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Thanks again for watching this video. Greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If you're going after anything, good luck on that. Also, if you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.